everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Disgustingly Resilient podcast and another episode of Infection Critical. This is the series where we take a look at some of the best performing Death Guard lists in the meta right now, so you guys can get some ideas for lists, what's working competitively, and basically, try and take the best things you can. So, before we get into it, please feel free to leave a like and a subscribe if you do enjoy the content. It really does help the channel grow. If you really enjoy the content, you can consider becoming a Plague Marine member or a Black Lord or a Death Shroud, different tiers. You get access to our Discord at a minimum, you get access to our giveaways, you get access to our amazing Discord community, who are always online, very active Discord, so give that a check out if you fancy it. It's $2.99 for this lowest tier, literally less than a coffee these days. So give it a consideration. But for now, let's get into this. So very quickly, just a quick reminder. We try and do these bi-weekly, so we have a bit of time to let the meta change, so I don't just keep spamming the same thing at you. We look at some of the best Death Guard performing lists. This does not mean we always look at the absolute best, because you don't need a bi-weekly video of me repeating a list that I did last week or the week before. What was good then is still good now because there's not been a balance change yet. So just bear that in mind. So I always try and pick something a little different, or to highlight or show off something a little different going on. We look at the list of the units, and we're going to see obviously the variety of attachments that are going to be taking place, and I will try and pick out any interesting ones. If we ever see like a Taliban Wind Summit or a Shamble Rot, we'll make sure we include that as well. So first up this week, we've got Gavin Bub, Bube, I'm not sure. 4 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses at CQ Exterminatus, apparently I can't spell. 40-player event, taking the first place win there with his Champions of Contagion list. So, Champions of Contagion, obviously the one where we can change contagions at the start of every battle round, gives you that bit of flexibility. Also has the access to the amazing 5+ crit stratagem and the +2 toughness on demand for 1 CP. Now, Terminator heavy quite here from the characters. We've got a Lord of Virulence, 2 Lords of Contagion, and a Tallyman. It's 2 Tallyman and Typhus. So we've got 4 Terminator characters. Now we've only got 3 units of Terminators, so one of these is going to go solo. But you have the nice ability to flex this in and out. You can take Typhus solo, we can drop in, do mortal wounds whilst doing actions, or have the Lord of Virulence go solo, drop in, spot targets for the bloat drones, and then still be able to do actions, etc. if you need that, Typhus in that melee fight a bit more. Now, double Lord of Contagion in Champions is incredibly powerful because, as we all know, Death Shroud are pretty crazy, especially with the Lord of Contagion, giving them sustained hits, lethal hits, and lance. Obviously, they have lethal baseline, but, just giving you the full idea. You then add in a 1 command point on demand crit 5s, and then you have the ability to put in an extra 2 command points for full rerolls to hit and wound. You now have a unit of 3 Death Shroud and a Lord of Contagion, which will drop a Knight. Like, I shit you not, you will drop a Knight, because you are critting on 5s, sustained lethal, full rerolls, so you will fish for everything, and then the wound rolls that then go through are all lance or +1 to wound as well. Incredibly scary, incredibly powerful to have. Not to mention, you can obviously also make these units T9 at a demand for this 1 command point, so it's really strong. Now, we got 2 squads of 3 Death Shroud Terminators and a big brick of 6 Death Shroud Terminators. That 6 Death Shroud brick, with a lot of Contagion if it takes one, it might just take Typhus or a lot of Virulence in there for the Overwatch threat, for example. But say you really needed something dead, Lord of Contagion in a 6-man at the start of the game, that's going to kill anything with 5+ crits. You get that full reroll wounds, you kill God. Like, Jesus Christ, that is such a brutal unit. Now, he's probably not going to use it. My guess is going to be double Lord of Contagion with a 3-man, because they add so much output to the squad. And the 6-man squad is just going to go with either Typhus or the Lord of Virulence, because there's enough output in that squad if you just give them the crit 5s to kill most things just from the weight of attacks. Now, to make this work, though, we're going to make sure we have board control, so we've still got 2 units of 2 Chaos Spawn, being able to scout, move, advance, get things in Contagion so you can drop your Death Shroud where you want them to be. And also, they can do some mortal wounds, they can kill a couple skirmishing units, and they can also do actions and hold primary later on, so they're always good. 2 Poxwalkers for the exact same reasons as aforementioned. Infiltrate can guarantee you get your scout off where you want it to go. Also, just holding objectives, something's got to hold home. You've got 2 Tallyman as well, which is an interesting choice. Seeing it actually picking up a bit of momentum, this double Tallyman. Again, you just put them in 2 different spots in your deployment. They can do actions. They got 2 chances to generate CP, so you're looking at like a 75% plus chance to get a CP now a turn. Makes it a lot more reliable. And they can screen out decently. You know, it's two guys on a 40mm base. You just took them like 9 inches apart from each other, and they oh sorry, 18 inches apart, and there you go. They've screened out a massive bubble of 18 inches between them. So really, really good. Frees up the Poxwalkers to play a bit more upfield as well. Then we've got the standard package of Demon Engines, 3 Methodic Blight Haulers, 3 Heavy Blight Launch Drones, and 1 Fletted Bloat Drone with Spitters. Our Demon Engines are just undercosted right now. They are so good for their points. So to see 7 taken alongside 2 smaller Terminator squads and 1 massive Terminator squad is just a bit of proof that maybe, just maybe, those Demon Engines are a little too cheap. But they are still fantastic. Methodic Blight Halls are fantastic anti-tank. HBL Bloat Drones are just generically amazing. Lord of Realness is here to give them full rolls to hit as well. Mwah, magnifique. And the Fetid Bloat Drone with the Spitters kind of performs the same roles as Spawn, just a bit tougher sometimes. Well, depends what's shooting at it. But it has the Overwatch threat, has the ability to push up, be an annoying, aggressive early trading piece, and spread that contagion. Overall, very, very strong list. Really good into the Knight meta. Plenty of answers to kill Knights here. Any of these Death Shroud Terminator squads will kill a Knight. Then you've got the nice shooting package of 3 Blight Halls, 3 Bloat Drones with HBLs to shoot a Knight potentially to death. And, you know, you can have a go turn with this attachment where you just kill 2 Knights every turn. You go 2 Knights one turn, 2 Knights the next. Cool, you've got 1 left, don't care. Like, I've just took over the entire board. Or if you save it, you go 6-man Terminator squad into 1 Knight with like no invuln, like Canis Rex. They'll just kill that. Then 1 Lord of Contagion, 3-man with the CP to kill another Knight. And all you're shooting kills another Knight. That's 3 Knights dead. Game's like pretty much over there. Like if you kill 3 Knights in a turn, you're in a real good spot. So absolutely great work there, Gavin. Well done, mate. Great Champions of Contagion list here. A bit sad to not see any Plague Marines, but that's kind of the thing right now. Like, why take Plague Marines when Death Shroud just do it better for, like, cheaper investment and they're more durable? So when the points changes come in, which will be inevitable, don't get me wrong, will be inevitable, we hopefully then will start to see a bit more Plague Marines come back into the mold, especially in Champions. But for now, it's working and it's doing well, and you're doing Nurgle's work, Gavin. Well done. Next up, we've got Jack Ferguson, who went 5 wins, 0 losses in the UKTC Leeds Major. Did get into the Shadow round, but I'm just going to keep it at the 5 wins and 0 losses because what happens after that point is, you know, largely irrelevant for the major majority of the game. Managed to end up in 5th place out of 285 players, which is an amazing feat. And he's rocking Virulent Vectorium. It's where we started. It's where we started. So it's basically the list I originally made for VV on the first pass. But he's done a little bit of a tech choice. He's took one of the Methodic Blight Haulers out and put in Typhus instead, just for the access to the Mortal Wounds. Being able to drop in with the extra Contagion range, put things in Contagion. Because you can go plus 3-inch Contagion range. He drops in turn 3 with a 12-inch Contagion range. And then you can follow that up by putting something in Contagion with an actual Death Shroud drop. It's a standard VV list. It's proven. It's very strong. You've got this crazy scary 10 Plague Marine unit in there with all the guns, crit 5s, lethal sustained, full rolls to hit and wound for a single command point. Absolutely bonkers. Demon Prince and Nurgle, toughest line-up in the game. Toughness 12, 5 up feel no pain enhancement on there. Really hard to deal with. Basically forces your opponent to do something, or you just kind of win on primary. And he's also giving us 3 stratagems to make this super like consistent on the strats that it can do, especially -1 damage. Lord of Contagion with Furnace of Plagues. Again, apply this to a squad. Apply squad to Knight. Knight fall over. Go sleepy. So very powerful unit. Flips most tanks on its heads as well. Strength 10 on Lord of Contagion is a genuine real break point that makes him wound like a lot of tanks on 2s because of Lance and the -1 toughness aura, and it even makes you wound Knights on 3s. And with the +1 attack as well and Death Wounds, there's a good chance that Lord of Contagion can generally put out like 15 damage on a Knight solo, which is bonkers to think about. So really powerful. Got an LOV in here again to support the triple HBL drone package, give him 4 rolls to hit. In this detachment, you got to also be able to pay 1 command point to reroll all your shot amounts against the target. So now you can drop a Knight real fucking quick and make sure you get those nice consistent shots. Big 6-man Death Shroud Terminator squad, smaller 3-man squad. Again, you can be flexible in the character attachments here, but realistically, you don't need that Lord of Contagion in that 6-man because it's already going to kill pretty much everything it runs into. So you go LOV with a 6-man, LOC with a 3-man, and then Demon Engines galore, and that Chaos Rhino just parks somewhere so nicely on the mid-board, and it basically says, hey, see my Demon Prince here? You gotta get within 12 to shoot him and kill him. And you need to commit something good, because again, he's, you know, toughness 12, 2 up save, 4 up invulnerable, 5 up feel no pain. And then second you come close, the Plague Marines get out and kill anything you put near them. So they make a really good like partnership there to work together. 3 squads of Poxwalkers as well. Again, board control, sticky objectives. You can take risky deployments where you string them over 2 objectives. Oh, you got first turn, cool. That's 2 objectives stickied. Walk forward and move block my wall of flesh. It's really, really good. And then we've also got a unit of Chaos Spawn. Again, same reasons as before. Fast, can do actions, can do early little skirmish trades, but mainly to set up that contagion for our Death Shroud to drop in, especially when combined with the ability to make your entire army plus 3-inch contagion range. It's very, very, very easy to get that contagion where you want to in this attachment. So excellent work, Mr. Jack Ferguson. Well done for taking the top Death Guard at the UKTC Leeds Major. And I think you're at the same event I am this weekend. I've no doubt with this list as well. You're probably going to be better than I am with my with my Death Lords chosen Blight Lord list. But I'm in it for the funds at this point. Having a bit of a laugh with it. So best of luck, buddy. Best of luck. So we've got Chris Taylor coming in the last slot today. Once again, we're looking at UKTC Leeds Major. Got 11th place out of 285, but rocking Mortarian's hammer. So we've had a cock, we've had a VV and a hammer. 4 wins and 1 loss. Lost in the final round, unfortunately. And he's gone for hammer, but we've got a special ally showing up. So we've got 2 Lords of Contagion. Again, very standard that you see at the moment, just have these Lords of Contagion join these Death Shrouds. It's a great answer to anything tough like Knights. Stops you getting pressured early by opponents that have like Rushdown. Because Mortarian's Hammer could sometimes struggle if you went against a very fast melee army that came and tagged all your bloat drones, tagged your PBCs. You can start these guys on the board if you really need to, but you obviously against most matches you're going to keep them in reserves. But it's just nice to have the option. 3 squads of Poxwalkers in here as well for that screening purposes. We've got the LOV with the Tendril Submissions. Again, standard, staple. He's lone up. He gives stuff near him real ones to wound. Really, really solid. Just nice little lone up character. Marking targets for destruction for all your little blast weapons. Really, really good. 2 squads Death Shroud Terminators, again, to go a lot of Contagion. Again, Mortarian's Hammer is just so good. You pick 2 units just being Contagion, and now you can just drop on 6, like, on demand. Real stupid. Real stupid. 3 HBL drones. Again, I don't need to keep repeating myself why these things are so good. They're just silly, and now you can put things into Contagion at range. Give them the LOV, give them real ones to wound, 4 rolls to hit. Gets out of control real quick. 2 Pathetic Blight Horrors, 2 Plague Burst Crawls with Entropy. We've seen people going from Spitters to Entropy again. Night meta, kind of need the anti-tank weapons there. Now we have dropped a Plague Burst Crawler here though, and a Pathetic Blight Hauler to fit in a Night Despoiler. So this is the big boy with the 2 rapid fire battle cannons. So why is this showing up in Mortarian's Hammer? So you have a Knight, which is 26 wounds, toughness 11, 3 up, 5 up. So already pretty good defensive profile. You have the capability to walk through walls. A really good ability to have. You can also put your little base on the very tippy toe of a terrain, and now you can see through the terrain as if it's not there. So, very, very, very good. So, what are you going to do with this Knight? Well, you're going to bring 2 battle cannons, plus a missile pod, plus stubbers. This is going to give you 72-inch range, strength 10, AP 1, flat 3 damage, D6 plus 3 shots with rapid fire D6 plus 3. So if you are within 36 inches of your opponent, you are 2d6 plus 6 shots per gun. 4d6 plus 12, both of them have blast, so if every 5 guys it's plus 2 shots in there. That is an insane amount of firepower. The biggest problem with battle cannons, AP. What can Death Guard bring to that Knight? -1 save, -1 toughness contagion. Those, you know, 3 up save, toughness 10 battle tanks, they're now T9, so you've effectively got +1 to wound. You now also get an extra AP, so you're effectively getting to ignore that cover and actually get an AP through. And you just drown them. You just drown them in saves. Again, 4d6 plus 12 shots, 1 free roll to hit, 1 free roll to wound. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s versus tanks, you will just give them a handful of dice, they will roll them, and they will not roll in a 4-ups on that 3-up save tank. It will explode. You only need to kill 4 through to kill most tanks. It's going to go bang. On top of that, you got a little missiles up top as well. They're only strength 8, which is really weird, but again, it's extra shooting, and you get a bunch of stubbers to pick up little chaff units like guardsmen as well. And all of this is on a chassis that, again, can walk through walls. It can stay 36 inches away. It can even stay 72 away and just take the lower output. It can tow onto terrain, now suddenly see through it and shoot everything. You can get challenger cards on a night that allows it to move after shooting, so you can tow onto a terrain, shoot through, and then move off the terrain back behind it so you can't get shot back. It is so fucking stupid. It is an incredible, incredible addition to Death Guard. Unfairly so, I would even say. For 325 points, it is a joke in Death Guard. It is probably needs nerfing, I won't lie. Team America have not taken Chaos Knights to WTC just so that they can give the Night Despoiler to their Death Guard player, and they're not the only team that's done it. It is an incredibly strong unit. Mark Roberts used it in round 1 against me, won it by an asshole of a hair. Like, Jesus Christ, was so close, but like genuinely one dice roll at any point in that game could have flipped that. And that guy was a menace. He just looked at my 10 Plague Marines, went bang and killed them all. Oh, awful, awful unit to fight. Super powerful if you are Death Guard. If you have a Night Despoiler with 2 battle cannons, get it on the table, abuse it while you can. It shouldn't be that cheap. It shouldn't be putting out that much firepower. Incredible addition to Mortarian's Hammer, because again, just the ability to pick something at range, preferably 36 inches away, and go, you're in contagion. Bang. It's so good. So yeah, excellent work there, Chris Taylor. Well done on bringing the Night Despoiler and getting it into the list and sort of showing a bit of the power that it can do there. And if I believe right, you were very close to getting that 5 wins as well. So commiserations on that one, but still an excellent showing for Death Guard. So that's it for this one. So again, it's just a nice little quick video for you guys to see 3 different lists that have come out swinging in the meta. And we're going to try and again look at some more different ones. Knights really starting to make an impact. The Night Despoilers showing up. Night Carnivals are showing up in lists. Really sort of mixing up a bit. But right now, we are kind of stuck in that meta at the moment of just having Death Shroud spam, Blight Launch Drone spam, like those cheap Demon Engine spam. And then maybe you're throwing 10 Plague Marines, or maybe you take Hammer and take some PBCs. So I think when those points come in, we're going to see a lot less, the lesser looked at units like Predators and stuff, so rise up in popularity and sort of reinvigorate the list process. I'm not worried about the points nerfs. I think they will be okay. It's just going to change the way we approach, which is good. You know, we don't want to have the same list forever and always, because that gets kind of boring. But thank you so much for watching for now. Thank you to our Death Shroud members who are on the screen right now. You guys are absolute legends and really help me keep the channel going and sort of supporting me to go to events and stuff. Like, I'm going to be able to go to London again just because of you guys, which is really appreciated. So thank you so much to you guys. And again, just remember, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. We're going to have some more videos coming out. We're going to be doing a tier list later this week for our our faction matchups. So that should be fun to do. And we're going to have a masterclass on Poxwalkers and how to use them the best, like our Plague Marine video. So stay tuned. Hope you guys look forward to the extra content coming out. I'm sorry it's been a bit quiet this week. The heatwave in the UK meant I couldn't touch the PC for like an entire weekend, which is basically when I get to do all my video stuff because I work full time. Yay, unfortunately. So it really did like hamper my plans and put me behind schedule, which is very annoying. But I will endeavour to do my best to sort of catch up and get some more content out for you guys. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all on the next episode of the Disgusting Resilient podcast. Stay rotten, take care, bye bye.